This is college acceptances week, so along with all the excited planning for the next 4 years going on in many American homes right now, there's also the worry over how to pay for it all. Here with some advice on saving on the second largest expense college students will face after tuition is Alan Martin, CEO of Sidewalk. Alan, thanks so much for being with us.
Good to be here.
So, it's a big chunk of change that college students spend on their textbooks. Who knew it was the second largest expense?
It is second largest expense. Students have a tough time keeping up. I mean, it's increased. The cost of books has increased by over 80% just in the last 10 years. If you think how fast 10 years goes, 80% increase just in the last 10 years.
So every year, what is the average college student spending on their textbooks?
Well, if they're not being smart about it and not working hard to lower those costs, they could spend as much as $1,200 a year just on the books.
Ouch.
Yes.
Now, why are textbooks still so expensive? Can't you just download them to your e-reader and save a little money that way?
Not yet. It's not quite that simple. It's a very complicated ecosystem. You have major publishers creating content, and these publishers have really large cost bases, multi-billion-dollar companies working with faculty individually in their offices, helping them trying to make content decisions. And those faculty don't have to pay for the content themselves, and so they just select books, not really understanding what the price is, pass that decision on to students who then all of a sudden they're spending sometimes $300 or more for a single textbook. There's a major disconnect.
So there's a whole system in place that students have no control over that's sort of setting the cost of these books.
That's exactly right.
But you are doing something about that. Tell us about Hero, a platform that your company has just launched.
Yes, we provide software that really embeds right into the fabric of the university. So if you can picture it this way, one way to save money on textbooks would be to get free shipping or find a coupon or something. Another way to save money on textbooks is to actually help the faculty make a different textbook decision. So let's say you could provide software to them where they could look at their options and say, you know what, that textbook's going to cost $300. What if I choose a $100 textbook instead or a $70 textbook instead, and let that cost savings be passed to the student? That's the software that we're now offering to the faculty.
Great for students, but publishers must not like you very much. Are they trying to block this?
Well, so they're definitely not excited with the thought of transparency. This is total transparency. This technology was actually built by Brigham Young University, a major university, 30,000 students, 1,600 faculty. It was vetted over the course of 5 years, and it is something that definitely works, and it can have a major influence in lowering the cost. But no, it is not in the publisher's interest per se to make these costs as transparent as the software makes it.
But hey, if you're a college student, you need to save that cash. There are already, what, 200 colleges that are using Hero?
So there will be. So we work with about 400 different universities across the country with other programs, other software, rental technologies, and full point-of-sale technology for the school. Hero is our newest product, which we're now starting to embed into those universities.
So what advice would you give college students who maybe don't have access to Hero? Can they get access to Hero if their college is not using it?
You know, this is a faculty-student technology. It really embeds right at the seat of the faculty. So if their faculty doesn't have it, it's not going to be easy for the student to just tell them. But they can ask their faculty if they could use an older edition. Many times faculty will adopt the newest book because it has the kind of the newest and latest pedagogy there.
Right.
But if they query their faculty and say, could I get an older edition, they could save as much as $100 or $200 by doing that. Many times faculty will actually say, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead and do it. Any other tips on saving on textbooks?
Just be smart. Look around. Your bookstore probably is even renting textbooks at this point in time.
Right.
There's a lot of options that students, they walk in blindly and think, I'm just stuck with a $600 bill. They're really not. If they take an extra 20 or 30 minutes to look around, they'll probably find some great savings out there, including at their own bookstore.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Spend some time to save.